Well, I guess this means that we probably finished all of the side content in this game or something, because when I look at my gear, the entire set is 999999. And I don't think I've picked up I could be wrong, but I don't think I've picked up a single 9 anywhere. I think they've all been quest rewards, and now I seem to have a number of quest rewards that's equal to the number of slots you have in the game. And your melee weapons, and well, all your weapons don't even have ranks or stats. They're literally just a combination of weapon type, attack type, or element type, and some mixture of those. So I think I'm done with equipment forever, basically. And now it's probably just a matter of experiencing the rest of the linear main story until it ends. And try to have enough potions to not run out. That's probably about it for now. Hello, sir. Have I talked to you before? Welcome to the Fargus Windmill. Alright, this place was closed before, but Brea is supposed to be here. So we finally get to see this place that's concerningly seems to be a pun of my own name. Ha! So tacky. What a den of depravity, don't you think, Argus? Welcome to the Fargus Windmill. What can I do for you? We just want to... Well, I'll never. It's Argus. Uh-huh. Hey girls, Argus is here. Hey Argus. Hi Argus. Welcome back, sweetie. Oh. Are you here to see Viola? She's not here today. He's kicking the floor. Viola, huh? I see you even have a favorite. No, Jill. I'm just here to meet a friend. Come in then. It's nice to see you again, Argus. They had to meet us here, huh? So he doesn't own the place, huh? I guess it makes sense he was a potionist in some other town. It's just the name made me think that maybe he actually owned this place and that was the joke. But no, he's just here so much to the point where you almost wonder if his continued patronage led to a name or something. Welcome only, sir. Alright, straightforward enough then. Down we go. Brea. Bad idea, sir. Stay away from the stage. Brea is that her? That's her. That's probably her? Alright, yeah, I think I recognize the hair. I figure I'll check around really quick. Do we recognize anyone that stands out from the crowd of otherwise people wearing brown clothes and looking generic? They seem to mostly be the generics. Welcome only, sir. I can check the bar real quick. Hi, Argus. Want a drink? It's on the house. Let's have a drink. Sure thing, thanks. Do you know all the harlots in this den of depravity? That's rude to say out loud. Does your nice friend want a drink too? As long as it's not the exclusive blend. Very well, Argus, but only because you say so. What's the exclusive blend? Keep talking to waiters like that and you'll have plenty of those. Here you are, 2 non-exclusive drinks on the house. Cheers. Ah. I wonder if we were looking at like a little bit of a Mass Effect 2 alien bar situation where people are poisoning people. Either way, you don't want to really know what was going to be in that drink for her rudeness. Whoops. Hi, Brea. Sorry we're late. So, how's it going? What happened to your fancy outfit? What do you think happened to it? Morty demoted me because I cooperated with you. Yesterday I was a fucking paradigm. I was leading the Mechano-Magica department, and now I'm a simple Mechano-Magician. And all thanks to you. Our quest is a noble one. You did the right thing. Who's the little fairy princess here? She's Alana. Okay, then tell Alana to shove her noble, heroic talk up her pretty little ass. Hey, at least I have a little ass, Thunder Thighs. Look there, you piece of... Let's calm down, shall we? You want me to calm down? You gave the scepter to the fucking Chancellor. Damn, he told you. Of course he told me. Going a moralist and hiding the scepter is one thing, but giving it to the uninitiated fools as if they knew better than the Infinigon? You're an idiot, Argus. So you told Morty where the part is hidden. I should have, I bloody should, but you and your damn emotional blackmailing always get the better of me. I sent him after a false target. Tempest knows he doesn't deserve it, but I did. What are we are doing this for the greater good, Brea. Blah. Morty could have kicked me out of the Infinigon or even locked me up, but he didn't. Because he says I'm like family and wanted to give me a second chance. And what did I do? Lie to him. Just to help a fucking prick. And what'd you tell him? I fed him some bullshit about putting the scepter inside one of my golems and sending it to the Mountain of Gloman. But you didn't. No, I actually buried it in Tirith. Tirith? Tirith? Jesus Christ. I guess Tirith, yeah. Tirith, of all places. They searched the place to top to bottom for the scepter. Precisely. We spent so long turning that place upside down after the statement that Morty was convinced that there was nothing left in there. The statement? You mean the Coalition forces, and the Infinigon shot down the unexpected, and the scepter was lost? You mean you two were there too? You're everywhere. Well, I didn't get to become a paragon by chance, and Argus would have too if he hadn't lost all his ambition. That's quite a rank. Must have been a tough choice, Argus. Not quite. The unexpected will not kill without the scepter. Well, not without the scepter. It's as simple as that. You take it out of the picture, no more deaths. You tamper with it, anything could happen. I'm not going to bet that with the lives of millions just to climb up the corporate ladder. But how did you discover that he wouldn't kill without the scepter? Because I'm an Arcanologyst. This is not important. All that matters is that we must reach Tirith now. Not we, you. I'm done with your little quest, Argus. It's your problem from now on. Once you reach the island, you'll find some instructions engraved in the central pillar of a semicircle of stone statues. But Tirith's very far away. It'll take us months to get there. That's why I had a transport ready for the occasion. A mechanomagical boat. It's in my isolation room at the southern swamps, at the shore, by a tower. Have this keystone to open the door. You should be able to reach the island pretty fast from the boat. Now go, before someone hears us. Very well. Thank you, Brea, for everything. I owe you big for all this. Yes, you do. You do. Goodbye, Argus. I really hope you know what you're doing. That's a big deal. They talked about taking months to get there, but apparently we have a boat that'll get us there fast, so that should lead to us to not being likely to be interrupted by anybody. That should lead to it being pretty difficult for anyone else to follow along and catch up to us there. So naturally someone's going to be there immediately, probably because they teleport there through a super portal or something. So it looks like we have our next destination. Excited? Huh. Ecstatic, I see. Look, about the windmill. I don't care. I'll be down by the docks when you're ready to leave. Serves me right for believing in old stories. I finally have an adventure, and I have to share it with an old whore-hopping drunkard. Hey, I heard that. That was the point of saying it. Well, damn. And there I was thinking things were going well. This is probably one of the more contrived reasons for people to be having conflict with each other. Is like, oh, you drink and you visit prostitutes. Well, all of the faith of this entire quest is out the window, despite all the things you've done so far. Progressor Windell? Was it now? The Chancellor wants to meet you at the palace. More chatter? Hell, I really want to blast a fireball at something. Bye! He just walks off without me. We're not gonna walk together? Alright. Here we go. It even says again, meet the Chancellor at the palace again, says the game. That's cute. Oh. It's a bit of a walk to get there, isn't it? Oh yeah, just around the corner. Then I realized, oh, we have to travel for a minute. Might as well update the save. Get past that conversation in the future. Did I get the bottom already? Oh, right. Let's start over then. Obviously, there's more below that, but at some point, it just doesn't make sense to have that many cycling saves, especially in a linear game that's mostly discussion. What's your deal? I forgot about you. Did you have a quest or something? Or were you just here for talk? It's been years. I didn't expect to see you here. Been on vacation. Thought you'd been sent with others. Others? Oh, he's referring to the fact that people are missing, right. Yeah, he's just talking about how a bunch of Infinigon people were gone. I remember that dialogue. That was a while ago. Just slightly paranoid about missing on content, but I think I've done basically everything. And yeah, it definitely seems like the last thing to do before... It definitely seems like this is our moment where we leave, and there's no more side quests available if we're going to get on a boat and physically leave this map. So I guess I did this at the right time. Ready to meet the Chancellor? Let's do this. Fine, take me to her. You wanted to see me? Good morning, Professor. I'm surprised you can still walk after all that wine you gulped down yesterday. Huh. Well, we got a bit carried away. A bit carried away? I've received a 6-page bill. Do I take it your mission was successful because of so much celebration? Sort of. We're going to leave to get to the other part of the scepter now. The less I know, the better, but I actually summoned you to warn you about Alana. What's wrong with Alana? Why is that in quotes? She doesn't seem to have bad intentions. Perhaps she doesn't, but I can't have her doing as she pleases. She wants to free her father. Doesn't sound that bad. So, she told you who he is, hardly surprised considering she poured enough wine down her throat to knock a trigon up out. Yes, she wants to get rid of the unexpected, but that would be disastrous. You don't want the unexpected gone. With the homogeny waiting on our borders, of course not. Fear of the unexpected is the only reason why they haven't crushed us yet. Sure, and one of the reasons you can maintain your control over the coalition as well. It is not about power. Take a look at the throne. It is empty for a reason. It remains a symbol of a new way to do things, with no kings or emperors. For now, with homogeny around, we need a firm military hand in control, but my goal is to give the power to the people. However, for that to happen, we need to continue with the current status quo until we find a way to get the homogeny off our backs. I want to hide the scepter from them, from the unexpected, and from the damn Infinigon, just like you did. You are the only sensible wizard I've met in years. Well, it worked for a while, but it was too much for me, and the gods know that you have more resources than I did, even if I didn't buy all that power to the people bullshit, but Alana will not like this at all. As I said, be careful with Alana. You may think you know everything about her, but you don't. Doesn't look like she's very good at plotting, frankly. Are you sure? Because she only showed up a few months ago out of nowhere, and no one knows where she's been since the Desperate Stand began. She's selling some bullshit about living in the wilds with some independent mages, but she's a horrible liar. She's hiding something. I see. Why don't you lock her up if you're so worried? Isn't she a threat to your vision? I mean, there's literally an empty throne over there. She wouldn't even need to change the furniture. I'm a little concerned, but not to the point I consider her a threat, especially now that you're around to keep her on a leash. And the throne? Ha! The people would eat her alive if she tried to pull that one off. If you say so. Look, just bring the scepter to me, and everything will be fine. I'll keep it safe, the current balance of forces will remain, and I'll make sure you're set for life. This isn't really about money. No, it's for the greater good and all that, but I like to provide extra motivation. Besides, it's not like I'm asking you to do something you haven't done before. Huh. May I leave now? Of course. Good luck, but... What? You really do ring a bell. I'm quite sure we've met before, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know. Busy times, no? I guess. Goodbye, Professor. Take care of Alana. It's really funny that she's so suspicious of Alana, and she's completely failing to place who I am. Ha! We covered her in vinegar, elf vinegar that exploded on her. She really should have been dead. That's impressive. That would have changed the timeline a bit if that happened. Oh, it's them again. Wait... I've been suspicious about the hooded figures, and I thought they were an Assassin's Creed reference. Then I started to think they were maybe aliens. Was not expecting them to show up with Alana like that. That's suspicious. Hey. Hey. Who were those two? Just traveling merchants. Mysterious hooded merchants, huh? I hope you were not buying illegal magic powders. Look, this is going to be insufferable if you're going to be like this all the way up. You should be happy we're making progress. Cheer up, damn it. We're off on one of those adventures like you wanted. Yeah, but I didn't expect the experience to be with a whorehound. Ouch, what a poisonous tongue. And I thought the season thing was painful. I'm sorry. That was a bit too harsh. It's just that I didn't see that one coming. Well, that's adventure for you. You work with what you get, otherwise it wouldn't be adventuring. It'd be tourism. Which is funny because the first level of the game was about a tourist adventure for overprivileged people that want to feel like they're doing an adventure. I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll save my grudge for a better time. That's nice, I suppose. Let's go then. We'll all feel better after hitting something on the head. That's valued advice. Loading time. You don't have to go home, but we can't play the next level yet. I should have said you don't have to Alt F4. You know what? Improv's hard, and I do it for 4 hours a day, technically. Although that'd be very charitable use of anything being called improv. Find Breca's cottage, in the southeastern swamps. Thankfully, this game has a compass. It doesn't have a map, but it has a compass. So these cardinal directions they give me are actually pretty helpful sometimes. Update that save. There we go. And off we go. Say goodbye to this town. We've exhausted everything in it, I think. And I've got maximum level equipment. I got a bunch of potions in stock. I think that should all equate to being done with game, more or less. Ow! God damn, game. It still catches me off guard by how hilariously loud this music is. Jeez, calm down. No, leave me alone. Yeah, that's a common complaint. I've talked about the broken stuff in the bottom corner of the screen, but actually a reoccurring thing if you read on the Steam forums for this game, people are constantly updating this one thread that's discussing just the baffling lack of volume controls. And there's a people who that are whining about entitled PC gamers and how wow, he's walking straight through that building. People whine about entitled PC gamers, and to some extent people are whining and entitled a lot, to be fair. But volume sliders being in your game seems pretty standard. And fascinatingly, the developer responded to that thread saying that as the game is built right now, they don't think they can add volume sliders to it, which is interesting. Just because that seems like such a standardized part of a game that it's interesting that never made it in. I genuinely don't know if I've played a single game in years that doesn't have at least have a master volume slider, let alone usually sound effects and music and dialogue sliders. That's usually the golden standard, though, is dialogue, sound effects, and music being the three sliders. Sometimes ambience. I don't think this game has ambience, though, in the first place. But yeah, being able to turn on the music a little bit so it doesn't rip your ears out would be great. Obviously, there's no dialogue. So is this the cottage? The one thing on the map I haven't been able to enter yet, I think? Hello. Hey, another save point. Goodbye to that walk, and by updating the save, I may be saying goodbye to that overworld forever. We'll see. I guess it depends on whether or not I have to walk back to Thalos when I get back from this journey. Or if I even do get back from this journey. For all I know, I get followed there and have to deal with the consequences of people finding out where I went. Wow. Oh, right, it's the mushrooms. We haven't seen them in so long, I forgot they existed. Eat crow. They're so threatening and dangerous. Is that alive or just moving a little bit? It's alive, okay. That must have been what they were coming out of. What's that sound, by the way? There's music playing, which is fine. But then there's the sound that's perfectly in time with the music that sounds like it's just a repeating crow noise over and over again or something. Is it gone? It's fading out. Maybe it has a noise radius to it. Yeah, it's getting louder as I go this way. Oh, that's just all these crows. Yeah. Weird. They're perfectly in sync with the timing of the music. And unlike normal birds that stop and start at cawing, it was just they were consistently cawing infinitely, perfectly matching the tempo of the music, which made it really weird. That'd be a very different rhythm-based RPG if that was actually what was going on here. Strange. Hello. They don't really... Are they even hurting me? Wait, are they hurting me at all? I haven't taken damage yet. Wow. Wow, I guess maxing out your character has an effect, huh? I think I might be experiencing what it's like to be the monsters in the later endgame parts of, oh, that's hurting me. But I think with some of these enemies, I might be experiencing what it's like to be the monsters at the end of Dragon's Dogma in the endgame area, where you literally can't harm them with most of your attacks because they made the tragic mistake of having flat damage reduction instead of percentage damage reduction. That was a bummer, by the way. But I think that one decision had a massive impact on how much I enjoyed Dragon's Dogma by the time I got to the end game, was just the decision between flat damage reduction and percentage-based damage reduction. Because percentage-based damage reduction leads to Dark Souls type situations where no matter what you're doing, you can still try to fight back, and you can always make progress on the enemy. But that damn game did flat damage reduction where it's like, oh, 5 armor means minus 5 damage, so you better be doing 6 damage or you can't hurt people. And it led to situations where I literally couldn't harm enemies without either using items that multiply my damage or leaving and grinding for a while. I'm like, oh, that's not usually what I'm looking for in one of these games. So where am I going anyway? Probably just following this path forever. Hello. It's like a reunion. We're revisiting all the monsters from earlier in this dungeon. Interestingly, yeah, most of the enemies are so unable to hurt me that the auto health regen is more effective. It's doing well enough that I don't have to use any heals. I wonder if I'm going to be massively over-leveled now because I did all the side quests. I would normally be a little bit concerned about that, but this is Zenith, and we've been over how the gameplay is kind of just a stopgap so that you can then get back to more of the story. So if it becomes really easy and I don't have to deal with any weird design quirks getting in the way, then we'll just get to the next cutscene faster, I guess. Die, giant green version of spider. It really does feel like a missed opportunity that the giant green spiders don't also in turn sing in a different tone of voice than the other spiders. There's a dock down there. I just checked. Oh, can I go through here? No. Okay, I should take care of this real quick before it becomes a problem. There we go. Don't want those spreading. So that's obviously the dock down there, so I'm going to double check this corner over here because it kind of looked like it might go somewhere. It might be a side path with a chest, or if I'm lucky, a nice big stock of extra potions. Or it's just a corner. Never mind. From the distance, that I think it's that one lighter part on the right that looks like a gap in the shadows. That made it look like it was going that way. What? This guy just spawned. That was weird. Bye. I guess we're doing well enough on energy I can just kind of dash around a bit. Which is really satisfying until I look at the draining meter and be like, oh no, I'm gonna have to wait for that to come back. So does this gate open immediately? Huh. That house is over there, Argus. I know, but I was wondering if I should check the beach first. What? With all this rain, why? Sometimes I feel compelled to go out of my way to check every corner, as if completing my immediate objective would somehow make other parts inaccessible. I don't really know what to call it. How about obsessive-compulsive disorder? Let's get inside the damn house. Of course, Your Splendor. This game just completely called what I was doing. That's great. I love the idea of the in-game character acknowledging the bizarre behavior of going anywhere except the correct direction first because they don't want to lose progress. Ah, this place screams Brea. Alright, let's see if we can get in. That Brea girl sure is fucked up in the head. Don't say that, she's quite a nice girl when she feels like it. Yeah, nothing emanates kindness like a monstrous witch house in the middle of a cursed forest. Dunno, perhaps the line was cheap. Let's get in. I'm soaked to the bone. I gotta say that's uncalled for. She hasn't really had any behavior or tastes or anything that would constitute fucked up in the head. She has She has a slightly spooky beach house. It's on a beach. That's nice. It's just rainy today. Maybe always. I don't know. She makes golems. She's nice. She helps us. She's helping us save the world. But no, let's call her fucked up in the head. Finally, some cover from the damn rain. What a gloomy den. Okay, slightly more concerning now, perhaps. On the other hand, I'm happy to have that reinforced door between us and whatever that was. I totally agree. Well, your witch friend really fancies dark and scary places. If Brea hears you're walking around calling her a witch, she's going to break your teeth with a wrench. If the shoe fits. Witches walk around and mixing magical principles with baseless superstitious mumbo-jumbo. Brea is a woman of reason and progress, just like everyone else in the Infinigon. You know, you defend her an awful lot considering how much she yells at you. Oh, I see what this is about. I'll save you some time, you busybody. Yes, we used to be together. Yes, it was fairly serious, and no, it didn't work out. No wonder, considering all your visits to the brothel. Hey, let's not start talking with that again. Let's focus on finding that damn vehicle. Huh. If a ghost from a creepy house doesn't devour our souls first, that is. Yep. How could we not find a boat inside of a giant mech building instead of on the dock? We'll be fine. By the way, these stairs look very... Like, this whole place looks like a... Whoa, it's so mixed. Yeah, part of it looks like a witch house or a weird, spooky, haunted mansion. Other parts of it look like sci-fi levels we've seen in like stuff like Soma, and these stairs in particular look like Star Wars original trilogy stairs. Like, what, I think was it Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi that had the glowy stairs? Let's focus on finding the boat. Well then why'd you let me interact with that in the first place? Unless it's, maybe it'll be, something's probably gonna go wrong, and then I'm gonna have to use that thing as a part of a puzzle or something. Huh. This door must lead to an adjacent building. I'm sure the vehicle's in there. But it's closed with a magical flux lock. We need to power up the door. There must be a generator somewhere. There's some wires leading down this hatch. Maybe the power source is in the basement. Good idea. You can go check it out. It's pitch black down there. Why don't you be a gentleman and go down there yourself? I'm sorry, but I'm just a whorehound, remember? Now get to it. Yeah, resentful dickhead. That's what you are. Less talking and more basementing. That's what you get for opening your mouth. Stupid Argus and his stupid orders. How am I supposed to find a damn thing in this dark? Ow! Everything alright down there? I found your stupid generator. Good. Not good. I hit my fucking pinky. That's what you get from wearing those fashionable sandals. Know-it-all asshole. How do I power this thing up now? This button? Nah. Maybe this lever? Nothing. Damn thing. Perhaps a small power gem will do the trick. Ah, good idea. This might even work, thank you. My pleasure. Oh wait. Ah! Wait, that was the yellow person getting their ass kicked. Those eyes look kind of short. Is it gonna be the rat? Is the rat coming back? I want the rat to come back. What the fuck? Oh, tell me the rat's back. I missed that guy. Let's focus on finding the boat. Locked. Just looking around a little bit. Cool little relics everywhere. Alright, let's get back down there. Hi. Yeah, it looks like he had a bad time. What happened? A monster was lurking in the dark. It scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a monster now. Where is it? Don't worry, I think I knocked it out. Let me try and power up the generator before that thing recovers. This is the generator, I think. It's a standard model. I can feel the socket where I should introduce a lightning crystal. I don't have any, though. Okay. How about those? Those look like crystals. Aha! A crate full of lightning crystals. I'll take one. I have the small lightning crystal. Should be able to restore power. Here, fits perfectly. We can turn the lights on now. Take a look at that monster. Yes! Kree? That's perfect. Ow. Argus? Thank Tem. Goodness, you're alright. How come you know that? He's Kree. He's harmless. Why'd you attack him like that? Well, look at him! Killing these kinds of things is the standard operating procedure. I only wanted to help. You shouldn't sneak up on people, especially if you look like that. Oh, that's fuck. She's terrible. What do you mean like that? Well, like a giant rat. That's a fairly human-centric view, don't you think? Ah, that's enough. What are you doing here, Kree? Quick version, please. Well, I decided it's about time to go out and explore the world, like you said. So I packed up and left shortly after you did. Been wandering around the surface for a few days. So many marvels to behold, but interacting with these natives has proven to be complicated. Don't give me that evil eye. I thought you were a wild animal. You assaulted me for no reason. You even bit my ear. Your criteria about wild behavior is questionable at the very least. It was a misunderstanding, Kree. Don't be that way. Sorry. Nah, don't mention it. Wait a minute. Anyway, how did you end up in here? I saw you at that wonderful floating city, and I decided to follow you. But when you went to this house, that door closed behind you, so I snuck in through an open vent. An open vent. The power down. Breck has become careless recently. In any case, it's nice to see you, Kree. But we're in the middle of a little something now. I'm sure I can help. I don't know, Kree. Oh, okay. I guess I'll find my way back to Gelibrin. Alone, in this hostile environment. Poor fella. Puppy eyes? Fine. Tag along if you really insist. Fantabulous! Boy, who'd say that, of all people, a science fellow like me would become an apostle of the Evolutor? Don't let that go to your head. Apostle? Evolutor? Long story, Lana.